National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New England Patriots. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
To throw is Duggan. Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At their own 17-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 17-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. You look at this Patriots defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Here's Ritter. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd and 2. Duggan will look to throw this. And that'll be caught by Tony. 2 yards, good enough for first. Duggan looking to throw. As the crossing route, he finds Pittman. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Max Duggan with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Pats lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And this game, for them, is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Second down and 6 now. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. A handoff from Mitchell running left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get that to Hurst out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 7. Robinson up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense is looking for.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ridder throwing on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder, 14 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Falcons 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Duggan to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer now. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
On the give, here's Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's got some space here. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handoff to Robinson out of the shotgun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Handoff now to Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Duggan.
15-yard line.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Duggan. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And he will be knocked down hard, but he won't have the 1st down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Duggan now throwing. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Duggan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. That is caught. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Ridder now. And incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Ridder. That one deep for London. And it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the right side open is Gesicki. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Duggan. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dugan. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Dugan.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Duggan will look to throw this.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Max Duggan
Keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Ritter. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Leonard Williams, a former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Duggan looking to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again. Dugan. Left side complete to Lockett. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lockett in motion right. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake. Dugan. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
A loss of 3.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Max Duggan keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Ridder will set up to throw it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Ridder to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready.
Here's Robinson.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down throw coming for Ridder.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Got his man. It's London.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Falcons 21. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them 32 on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now he'll try to run with this. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8. Here's Duggan to throw.
And it's complete to Mitchell.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Dugan. It's caught. Lockett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw it here. Ritter firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7. On the counter, Mitchell. Down to about the 22 here.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It goes a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Patriots, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,